بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the Compassionate, the Merciful, the two sciences, one origin, one serves the body, the other awakens the soul. Worldly knowledge may serve the body, but spiritual knowledge is the light that liberates the soul. Though they may appear to intersect, their roots, their fruits, and their destinations are entirely distinct. One ends in decay, the other leads to eternity. Religion was never meant to be ritual alone. It is a living knowledge. Without it, faith is like a body with no spirit. It moves, but it does not live. Islam's true essence is not just in repetition, but in recognition. Not just in action, but in awakening. Let us not confuse the limited instruments of this world with the command within of be and it is. Kun, fayakun, the pulse of faith. Faith is the heart of religion, but knowledge is its breath. Faith without understanding is like a tongue that moves while the heart remains asleep. When we perform prayers without grasping the meanings of the Qur'anic verses we recite, our worship becomes repetition, not reflection. Like a bird, trained to mimic words we may speak, but we do not comprehend. Islam is the exoteric path that guides our outer actions, but Iman is the inner light that gives those actions purpose. Without knowledge, faith becomes ritual. Without reflection, worship becomes a performance. Be honest. Do you know what you're saying when you pray? Have you grasped the spiritual truth behind your words? If we walk in circles, unaware of direction, how can we ever reach our destination? Knowledge beyond the grave. The hereafter is not fantasy, it is enlightenment. The body is already a grave for the soul, a temporary shell in which the spirit is tested. At death, the soul sheds this dust-bound form and enters another body, but its rank and nature will reflect what we've nurtured within. The Quran says, pure speech ascends to him, and good deeds exalt it. Surah Al-Fatir 35:10. That is, true knowledge and sincere worship rise toward the divine, but it is good action that lifts them to the heights of acceptance. Spiritual knowledge does not die. It illuminates the path forward, but ignorance, it buries the soul in even deeper darkness. The hereafter is not elsewhere, it is the unveiling of your own personal world. Will your soul awaken in a garden of ascent or descend into a pit where forgotten light fades? Whatever you pursue now, worldly illusions or spiritual truth, that is what will be waiting for you then. Mercy in the form of light. The Lord of the time offers mercy through guidance. True mercy is not simply comfort. It is the divine honor of inner kingship. By God's infinite mercy, each soul is entrusted with a personal world, a hidden kingdom filled with countless spiritual worlds. Each of us is born a potential king, but this kingdom must be worked and struggled for tirelessly. The Holy Prophet, may peace be upon him and his progeny, said, each of you is a king, and each of you is accountable for his subjects. On the day of resurrection, we will not answer for the world outside, but for the world within. Did we govern it with knowledge, or abandon it in ignorance? The Quran says, whoever kills a soul, it is as if he has killed all of humanity. Surah Al-Maida 5:32. This is not merely about murder, but about neglect. When we ignore the soul, its needs and its guidance, we let the kingdom collapse. This is the inner meaning behind Qabil and Habil, the murder of one's true self, the ruin of one's inner humanity. But for those who follow the Quran and the Imam of the time, this inner world will flourish. Such souls will rise as kings in paradise, ruling not by crown, but by light, recognition, and nearness to God. Mercy in the form of light. The Lord of the time offers mercy through guidance. Every day we ask God, guide us on the straight path. Surah Al-Fatiha 1:6. Yet do we know what that path truly is? The next verse defines it. The path of those whom you have favored. Surah Al-Fatiha 1:7. The Quran clarifies, this is my straight path, so follow it. Surah Al-An'am 6:153. And these are living lights, not abstract ideas. The path is the light of prophethood and the light of imamate. The imam is not outside the path. He is the path. In Surah Hud 11:56, it is said, verily, my Lord is on the straight path. It unveils thy will. Here Lord refers to the imam of the time. The divine representative is the straight path, a highway of knowledge. Surah Al-Hijr 15:79. Guidance and mercy. From pre-eternity to eternity, we devote ourselves tirelessly to worldly comfort, especially for our children, but hesitate before the imam's greater gift, knowledge of the soul, recognition of God, and the eternal closeness that only divine light brings. Surah Al-Nisa 4:54. If we knew what the imam sees in us, would we still chase what fades? The true journey begins the moment you seek what cannot be seen, when you begin to love the light within. Subscribe and click the bell icon to continue your soul's ascent. Next, the dot of divine origin, where it all begins.